welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday night. We are back to installing the Vortex. I've got the Vortex mounts. I got the Vortex scope. So now, you would come along with me as we open the box and get these Vortex mounted to my 30-06. I checked and rechecked to make sure these should fit my rifle before I ordered them. So, crossing fingers, we have no problems. Oh, this comes with the Allen key to install it. And some spare screws, looks like. That is super handy. We'll save those. And we'll use this Allen key because it's not an Allen key. It's like a T25. Noah's home. Okay, so came with the tool. We're going to loosen these screws so we can get it on the rail here. There's 2 screws on this thing, so I'm just loosening them. Enough. That they will fit over this rail and slide into place. You can see there's a little hook right here, a little ledge, and that's what hooks on here. So you gotta get loose enough so you can get it drop in the grooves here, because the screws go through these grooves on these top crack here. And then you tighten it up. I want that further back, just one more click. And you want them tight, but don't over tighten them that you damage anything. I don't want my rails coming off in the middle of nowhere, so a little ugga-nugga. Make sure it's good and tight. So what I did was take the screw edge right here. There's a groove right here. It's got to go right in this space right here. And then you got to get this loose enough so it'll all slide through. So repeat, same thing for this one. Take and loosen these up. So I can get this on the rail. See how it's loose now? Loose, tight. Grab the scope to make sure where I set this will work with the scope. I'm sure there's more technical term to do this and a better way than I am, but I am doing it the way I want to do it. The way I know to hold my rifle together. And then just tighten up. Give it an ugga-nugga again. Some people use Loctite, and if I decide to down the road, I could take these off and put Loctite on. Now to put the scope on, I got to loosen these top screws. There's a total of 4 in each ring. So bear with me while we do that. Oop. 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 And these come all the way up so that the ring caps come off. and I can set the Vortex in there. The scope I bought is a Vortex 2, Crossfire 2, Dead Hold BDC 6 to 24 by 50. It can see quite a ways. Same thing on the front rail here, or front ring, sorry. Just loosen them. See what I'm doing? There, that maybe see a little better. It's a cool day here in Montana today. It's been in the 30s and 40s all day. But this weekend we're supposed to get up to 50, so it'll be a nice little break. But for now, okay, I'm going to take these covers off so they're not in my way. Set my scope on there temporarily. Just make sure everything's going to line right up, and then after I'm satisfied, I'll adjust the movement this way when I set my eye against here to make sure it's right where I want it for my eye placement, and then I'll make sure my crosshair is vertical, and it looks like it's going to be, but so I'm just getting these in place. I'm not tightening them up at all. I will tighten these up after I decide how I like my scope. I'm just making them snug to hold it, because I'm going to lift up the rifle here and put it against my shoulder to check my eye placement. And I do not want my scope to fall off when I do that. Brand new scope, I do not want to break it. Now when it talks about 6 by 24 is the powers, so 6 is right here and it goes to 24, and adjust it, just give it a turn. And then I can adjust out here the range. So this has all kinds of adjustability. When I do take it out to the range and sight it, I will take you guys along, because this, oh, it should be an easy. It should be finger adjustments. Yes. I will try to first laser sight it at home and then go to the range and zero it to make sure the laser sight worked. And actually run some actual live ammo through it to make sure it's shooting where I want it to. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to lift this up, check my eye placement, and I got it too tight. Too tight. Okay, loosen just a little bit. Got to be able to move it if I want to move it. Okay, now I can move it if I need to. This would be easier if I had somewhere to set the rifle. There we go. I like that placement. And my crosshairs through my scope are vertical. They look pretty darn good to me. So now I will tighten this up. And it says right on these rings, not more than 18 inch-pounds of torque. So they don't want you over-torquing these. Because as you see, these press into the optics. If you over-tighten, you can damage the optics. And then they won't warranty them. And then you're out a brand new pair of optics. So you want them again snug, but not too tight. This is where Loctite, liquid light tight, blue or red would be handy, because then you could just put Loctite on there, and that'll make sure your screws don't back out. Which again, I don't have any right now, so I might do down the road, but carefully just giving this a ug and nug to make sure it's tight. Not like I have a torque wrench, especially not the small one, but just torque it up a little bit. And down the road I'll probably get Loctite and take these out and Loctite them. I would do one screw at a time so that the mount doesn't lose where I have it. But that's a future Alex problem. So the point is I want to pull it up and my eye's right there, chin against, and bam, I'm ready to shoot. Give it adjustments. Way too close for whatever I'm looking at. There we go. This scope is going to be nice next year and at the range. So that is installing a Vortex Crossfire 2 on a 30-06 Brownie. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them. Until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.